2 of the following videos are true, while the other one is trash. Can you spot the fake? Round 3, let's begin. This is a metronome, which produces a clicking noise at a specific interval, and here's what that sounds like. If I place several of them on top of a styrofoam plank and start them all, you'll see that they're all out of sync. And even after waiting a while, they stay out of sync. However, if I place this styrofoam board on 2 empty cans so the whole thing can roll back and forth, now when I start all the metronomes, they are originally out of sync, but within 30 seconds or so, they end up completely in sync, as you can see here. If you have a can of food you want to open but no available can opener, here's a trick to open it using a flame and an ice cube. First, I remove the label so it doesn't catch on fire. Then I used a lighter to heat up the metal at the seam. Next, I immediately quench it with a cold ice cube. I then repeat these steps a few times. The thermal shock between the really hot flame and cold ice cube weakens the metal over time. Within about 3 to 4 cycles, the can is now weak enough at the seam such that I can squeeze it and pop the can open. It does make a mess, but is quite useful. If you take a screwdriver like this and attach a small stack of magnets to the shaft of the screwdriver near the base, you can spin the screwdriver in a circle like this, and the magnets will climb up the shaft until it reaches the top. Interestingly though, if you flip it upside down and do the same thing, spinning from above this time, the magnets will still rise to the top. You've now seen all 3 videos, and it's time to pause to vote in the comments for which one you thought was fake. And if you don't yet know, I'm releasing an online party game this summer called Stick Scholars, which is based around parkouring to get to school, answering trivia quizzes, and trying to suss out a hidden class clown who's sabotaging the group's attempt to graduate. The trailer has all the details if you want to learn more, and if you're interested in playing, you can wishlist the game on Steam. Now back to the reveal. Rotating a screwdriver like this with a small stack of magnets attached does cause the magnets to travel upwards regardless of whether you spin it from below or above. I saw this from a Steve Mold video, so check that out to learn more, but it has to do with the way that the magnets slip as they spin. Placing multiple metronomes on a styrofoam block and balancing them on 2 cans does cause them to become synchronized over time. Turns out cycling between a hot flame and cold ice cube on the rim of a can a few times does not allow you to simply pop it open by squeezing. I actually used a combination of extensive sanding and filing to remove material from the lip of the can. Once I felt I had removed enough of the overlapping metal, I then squeezed the can and it popped open. I don't recommend this for pretty obvious reasons where you may end up eating some metal shaving.